It is a truth universally acknowledged that the best wedding toasts all begin with arithmetic anecdotes. With that in mind, I would like to tell you a little bit about my son, James. When James was 4 years old, he wandered into the bathroom while I was shaving. In a very matter-of-fact way, he announced that he knew what 1 plus 1 was. When I asked him, he told me that 1 plus 1 equals 2. Out of curiosity to see how far this could go, I asked him if he knew what 2 plus 2 equals. 4. 4 plus 4? 8. We continued in this way until we got to 64 plus 64 equals 128. He's 4 years old. Without any prompting or instruction, James had taught himself to add in his head. In my excitement to tell my wife, Judy, what I had just discovered, I didn't realize that this was a great demonstration that not only could parents teach their children, but children were also pretty darn good about teaching themselves. This was an important lesson for a relatively new parent. As he got older, James loved to read, as he does now. He never left the house without a book, and thus was never bored as a kid. Even though he enjoyed visiting museums when we traveled on family vacations, he didn't really feel the need to spend quite as long in the different rooms as his parents or his older sister. He would go through the exhibit at his own pace, and we knew that we would find him in the last room of the exhibit, reading a book, and would be quite happy. What was really a revelation to us was the eventual discovery that in addition to teaching themselves, our kids had a lot to teach us. Discussing movies, favorite TV shows, authors, or music became a two-way street. Without James, there are many experiences in my life that I never would have had. I strongly doubt that I would have ever gone to an Australian rules football game in Brisbane, Australia. I would never have gone stargazing with a group of fellow science geeks in the Colorado Rockies, and I know I would never have found myself crawling through a lava tube in the high desert of eastern Oregon. I have read books by Neil Stephenson and laughed at Mystery Science Theater 3000, all of which I was introduced to by James. Now on top of all of this, we have Katie to learn from. I've already been introduced to Sense and Sensibility. Sense and Sensibility, the musical. And I've learned that cats can predict the weather with reasonable accuracy. I have always loved puns, but I've quickly learned that with Katie, I would have to step up my game if I wanted to play in her league. The highest tribute we can give to Katie is to confirm our daughter Maeve's observation that when James is with her, he seems free to be the natural, funny, at times goofy kid that those of us in his immediate family have always known. The two of them together are unguarded, full of fun, and a joy to be with. Katie, in addition to all your other wonderful qualities, this alone makes us both love you. We hope you both continue to learn from us and from all those around you, teach and surprise yourselves and each other. Judy and I look forward in the years to come to see what the two of you can teach us. I would like to thank everyone here for joining us today. It's exciting to see people from Park School, from Dickinson, and from Epic. I'm also thinking today about James's Uncle Rick and his grandparents from the Newlyweds and Jerry Doyle, who would both have been happy to have been here if their health had permitted. James had a special relationship with my late father-in-law, Judy's dad, Alex. Al could repair anything electrical or mechanical. He made James want to be a Mr. Fix-It for computers. My late mother, Margaret, was a teacher and a poet. She had a way with words. Of James, she simply observed that he was the best banana in the bunch. And we agree. Many thanks go to Linda and Jim. I'm so glad these two young people we love have brought us to know both of you. Thanks for letting me choose the movies when we watch videos at your house. We look forward to many years of sharing with you. My final observation is also a mathematical one. I have discovered that weddings have a way of bending the rules of arithmetic. Otherwise, how else could adding one family plus one family still equal one family? So here's Kevin.
All right, another round of applause for Kevin and all of your coaches tonight. That was some fantastic coaches tonight. I hope you guys can all dance as well as you can give coach. So we'll see you out on the dance floor here in just a little bit.